Have you ever been told to think positively and imagine and feel like all your dreams are coming true, and then something crappy happens that totally pisses you off, so you end up forcing your feelings to change? I did that for years thanks to all the law of attractions and manifestation books. So I trained myself to think happy thoughts and chased good vibes only. But last week, when I was in Amalfi Coast, Italy, one of the most beautiful places on earth, I felt numb, nothing. And it wasn't until I did my breathwork practice that I finally felt the bliss and joy of the beauty that surrounded me again. So if you've been struggling to really feel lately, this video is for you.
I feel unconditionally.
Hi, I'm Tony, talking about what's beyond the ordinary everyday life psychology so we can think differently about life's deeper meaning. And during week 4 of my 10 months breathwork facilitator training with 7 directions based on Michael Brown's The Presence Process book, our daily practice was 15 minutes, twice a day of conscious connected breathing through the nose with inhale and exhale joined together, no pauses in between. Quick safety notes, please check the contraindications for conscious connected breathing in the descriptions below. So week 4, our intention was, I feel unconditionally. And I was vacationally on the Amalfi Coast in Italy, one of the most beautiful places in the world, with those stunning cliffs and coastal views and all. But on the ferry to Positano, something strange happened. I felt nothing. No awe, no joy, just a bunch of to-do lists running in my head. What I needed to do and where to go once the ferry landed. And I realized it's because for years I trained myself to only feel positive feelings. Thanks to all the law of attraction and manifestation books that told me to feel good as if all my dreams had already come true. So whenever something crappy happened, I forced myself to think happy thoughts and feel grateful like, thank you universe for all these crappy things happening to me. And I thought I was being a good student of manifestation, but in reality, it turned me into an emotion block. It stopped me from feeling any unwanted feelings I had. So when I arrived in Positano, I found a spot under a lemon tree and did my week 4 breathwork practice from Michael Brown's The Presence Process, with the intention, I feel unconditionally. No blocking, no forcing, just 15 minutes of gentle, conscious connected breathing through the nose, feeling whatever was there, starting with the physical sensations, even the numbness or discomforts. Just breathe in and breathe out. And after 15 minutes, I noticed a small itch on my finger, a mosquito bite. My finger started to swell and the itch grew stronger. And my old habits kicked in immediately. I scratched it, licked it, and I tried to distract myself by thinking happy thoughts. But then I remembered the intention mantra from my breathwork practice, I feel unconditionally. So I decided to go all in to feel my finger's itchiness 200%. And I focused all my attention on the sensations, the prickling, the heat, the discomforts, breathing in and breathing out into the itch. But strangely, after maybe 30 or 40 seconds, the itch softened to about 20%, and I actually felt relieved and calm. So I spent the rest of the day walking around Positano, finally enjoying the views. The scenery was the same as before, but now it felt alive. Like all the feelings I couldn't access before had suddenly come rushing back. And that's when I realized blocking uncomfortable feelings also blocks joy. So as long as I was forcing myself to think and feel positively only, I was closing myself off from any real feelings. But only when I allowed myself to feel unconditionally did the relief and healing come faster and joy follow naturally. So week 4 of the Presence Process book says, crappy feelings aren't bad, they're messengers. Just like the people who piss us off I talked about in my last video. Click here to check it out. So when a negative feeling shows up, that's my body and intuition saying, hey Tony, pay attention now. The goal isn't to avoid feeling bad, it's to listen for information. And science has discovered this too, that painful feelings are sensory and emotional signals that protect us and guide action. And on a feeling good vibes only problem, research study shows that pushing bad feelings down is linked to less positive emotion, more negative emotion, and lower well-being. Whereas accepting and analyzing bad feelings relates to better well-being and outcomes. But here's the cool part. There's a science term called Interoception, which is your ability to feel your body. and it's tied to better emotion regulation and decision making. So in plain English, this means that the better we feel, the better choices we make. And even the most hardcore Stoics say the same thing. We cannot control which sensation pops up. We can only choose our response. See my previous video here. So when we breathe with "I feel unconditionally," we observe the sensation that shows up. And instead of trying to change it, we move towards it. Let it grow, peak, and move. And the science says this approach lowers the stress while preserving your body's guidance system. So here's a 3-step practice that can help you to feel more and better. First, set a short time and the intention for the next few minutes. I feel unconditionally. Then do a gentle, conscious, connected breathing through your nose with inhale and exhale joined together, no pauses. And if you have any contraindications listed in the description section below, just breathe normally. Second, notice the feeling or sensation that's most alive, maybe in the chest, hands, or legs. But keep breathing, move your attention towards it, and allow it to grow, shift, or stay as it is. No fixing. And finally, when you're done, write down anything that came up in your journal or in your phone app. Don't overthink it, just a few short sentences will do. So before practicing breathwork with the intention, I feel unconditionally, I used to think I had to train myself to think and feel only positive. But after a week of this practice, I started thinking differently. Maybe actually observing and feeling the negative emotions is the key to better intuition and to truly feeling better. Because if I block out pain, I also block out joy. But when I let my body feel what's real, without forcing or fixing, I can feel, see, and experience more of what life is showing me. So if you had a breathwork practice or a positive thinking practice, please share your story in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. It really helps me make more videos like this. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.